Broke girl therapy.
From across the pond.
Are there any bad bitches in there? Are there any bad bitches in there?
All my listeners are bad bitches.
Hook 'em up to
honestly,
Stop that,
hook 'em up with
Stefanie.
Mystique.
Oh my God, do you know Mystique?
I've seen her work.
You seen her work?
I've seen her work.
Aww. I love her. She's a good friend of mine.
15 inches. I was like, oh God.
Oh yeah.
Close the video after his. I was like, hi, hello. Oh my
And
God.
she dead ass serious too. Like she,
yeah,
like she even sent me an email of photos with it. I was like, okay, I believe you, girl.
Have we
and it was
started?
15. I guess so.
Have we started? Yeah.
Yeah.
The camera's
I
already
just want to
rolling.
like say the accent so bad. Like
Just,
I want to.
just talk like an accent. It's very
I
easy.
know, but I get really like annoying.
No, we can do the whole thing. We'll do the whole thing in a British accent.
Nah,
this is a British
It's not.
podcast.
He hates it. No, he like actually like told me to stop. So I have to respectfully like.
I will know.
It is rude, you know. And also, like, I have a Valley Girl accent. Like, I would be annoyed if he was like just kept talking
God.
like that.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I'd be like,
Jersey.
okay, I get it.
Jersey.
Yeah. No one.
Wait, are you from Jersey?
I am from Jersey.
Okay. Well, let's just get into it because we don't know anything about both of you. I don't even know why you're here.
You know why I'm here.
Okay.
I just pulled up.
Well, hi guys, it's me. Hi.
I'm interrupting.
he's new here.
I'm excited.
You
You got a first timer?
Too excited.
Hey.
Hi guys, it's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broke Girl Therapy. And guess what? We have two straight men. I mean, are you straight?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to like double check. I don't want to assume
Very.
because
Do we not present straight men?
no, you do. But
Okay, thank you.
but you know, you never know nowadays. Like you always want to ask the pronouns. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, we have
Yeah.
one voice you are familiar with. Yes, that is Kyle, aka Isaac, aka Jessica's whatever friend.
We're just friends.
Friend, yeah. And we've had a lot of feedback about how people want to get to know you.
Okay,
but anyways, I invited him on because I was like, let's do a solo pod with Kyle, aka Isaac. And he's like, okay, can I bring 3 or 4 friends? I was like, no, you could bring one. So
Yeah,
we
I
have
was gonna try and bring
Tyler.
the whole gang.
Wait, Tyler, right?
Yes,
I
Tyler.
literally just forgot, but
I
then
appreciate
remembered.
Yeah, this is Tyler.
We have Tyler
That's right. Tyler Prince.
because Isaac is scared to
Prince.
do this alone.
No, I wasn't scared. It's just that we as niggas, we be talking crazy shit. So sometimes it's nice to
Yeah, switch it up.
give everyone a little
It is very,
tease
like-
of what we be doing in our group chats.
He said, if I'm going to get canceled, I'm taking someone with me.
You know,
I ain't doing this shit alone.
Literally.
I ain't going down by myself.
By
I feel you,
myself.
brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you. You know, we
appreciate
ruining
Honestly-
careers here.
And also appreciate you only brought one friend because I was 3 or 4. I was like,
Because that's what our group chats look like, isn't it?
yeah.
Our group chats are
Well, I mean,
crazy.
I'm down to have it be
Our
3 or
group
4,
chats
but I
are
think I would
crazy.
have to meet them one at a time. You
Oh,
know?
yeah? Okay, that's
Because I
fair.
feel weird having a bunch of strangers in my house.
We're just a bunch of like,
You know, I mean, I trust that you are.
you know what?
What?
It was like it's like telepathic. I know exactly what he was going to say.
Now I know. I'm like third wheel. It's like when me and Jess are here and we're like having our little.
Bro, they be
kiki.
having their own little like.
We're taking over
like,
this podcast now.
Yeah.
This is
You
our
heard about-
podcast.
Well, this is broke girl therapy.
Jeez.
Broke
Girl therapy.
man N-word therapy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yep.
Say M-word.
Sounds
I can't
bad when
say
you
it.
say it that way. Welcome to Broke Nigga Therapy. You can't afford therapy? We got you.
Type
Oh my
shit.
god. Okay, well, anyways, I had feedback about you, Isaac, that like
Yeah, talk to me.
they want to get to know you a little bit more.
Oh.
Because as much as I love the episodes with you and Jess, it's like, you know, Jess seemed obviously like you are part of Jess's story when you guys are on together.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, who's Isaac without the Jess portion of his life, you know? And so we want to get to know you more and also get to know Tyler because we don't know who the fuck. Where are you from, Tyler?
Originally or
Yeah, like give us a little bit of background on
a
you.
little background? Jesus, oh my God.
Come on, man.
From Tyler, from Jersey, actor, model, typical
Yes,
LA
sir.
nigga now.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know about typical
No, I'm
LA
kidding,
nigga.
no.
Nah,
I'd be
come
out
on
here.
now. Yeah.
How long have you been out here in LA?
5 years. 5 years.
Okay. How do you like it?
I love it. This is home.
Yeah. How's the dating life though?
That's
Yeah.
it. It's fun.
Are you someone who's like looking for love and like wants a relationship? Like where are you at in your life?
Am I looking
Y'all
for love?
can't hold back. You gotta be honest on here.
Are you looking for love? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not looking for it anymore like that, but I mean, I'm open to it. How about that?
Okay.
There we go.
Wait, if you don't mind asking, how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Oh, God. I mean, I know black don't crack.
Unless you smoke it.
Okay. I don't know how to respond to that. So that's why it's hard, because you look young. Mm-hmm. You could be older because black don't crack. But then also, like, you being in this, I'm open to it kind of mindset gives me 20s.
20s? Okay.
So, 27?
27. Final answer?
Final answer.
No.
What is it?
32.
Yep.
I'm 32 too.
Hey, there it is.
Yep.
What did I look like though? Man, I should have.
I swear to God, I was going to say 24.
Really?
100%. Swear to God.
I'm so flattered. I think like my maturity is like 24.
You said you're Asian?
Yeah. Asian, no raisin.
I was just about to say,
As
Asian
I-
did not raisin.
as
You
I
know what I'm
say.
saying? Minority.
Yeah.
Minority gang in here.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean 27. So then I mean that's
he's-
basically
he's-
32.
He's 32. I'm 27.
Are you?
I'm about to turn 28.
You act like you're 27. I think that's why.
how's that?
He's mature as hell.
How do I act 27 though?
I mean, you don't act. Okay, I mean, it's not that 27 is super immature. It's just that I think the mindset of like how you looked at dating, kind of similar to like the feedback I gave him, was like, oh, I'm still like working, I'm like focusing and prioritizing my career and my passions, and then love will just come later. It's like such a 20-ish something-year-old mindset
So
That's interesting, actually.
for the most part. I mean,
I don't know
I'm
if
just
I-
generalizing.
So the reason why I would say no, LA is interesting.
Okay.
I feel like it's not like other areas where, you know, you could just find somebody and things are normal. It is literally Hollywood here. And I feel like you kind of have to prioritize yourself if you actually want to make it and get to where you want to be.
That's
So,
very
you know, with Isaac
true.
doing the music, me doing the acting and stuff like that, you really got to put more focus on yourself, because you will get lost in the sauce really quick chasing women out here.
Ooh. That's actually like the realest statement about
we can
LA,
get real.
because I mean it's true. Like everyone is kind of like just vouching for like prioritizing themselves like so much more. I think maybe in other bigger cities. I don't know. And I've never dated anywhere else. But I mean, have you dated anyone?
Well,
in New
yeah,
York?
I mean, I'm from Jersey, North Jersey, so I'm worked in New York City, like spend a lot of my life in New York City, and it's so different, especially dating wise, and even just women from the East Coast versus women that spent more time here, completely different.
How so? Because I'm like an LA girly, like born and raised, you know.
I mean, and so
As
like
you can hear.
no disrespect, but like I just feel like women I've met in LA, I just feel like they have no idea really what they want, but they have this idea of like, oh well, like I just like.
I deserve so much.
Yeah,
but
I
then
deserve
also
so much,
don't
but I
know.
don't put out anything, or I don't give anything, and it's just like, okay, well, like, I mean, I hate to say it, because I mean,
They expect so much with
this is
giving
where
so
I get
little.
dragged.
Yeah.
Because I'm
No,
like,
I'm
nah.
open. I'm
kind of like, well, what are
I-
you bringing to the table? Like for me, I want to build a kingdom.
Ooh.
So you know what I mean? I want to build an
Yeah.
empire. So it's just like, if I want to build an empire, I can't have someone really just taking from it and making it just all about themselves. And here, I just feel like you get more insecurities where, at least from my experiences, women on the East Coast, they were very much more like, this is what I want, like willing to just like let you know what they want, less games. Here it's like a little bit of a game, clout chasing, ego chasing.
But let me ask you
It's kinda crazy.
something. Are you dating women from LA, or are you dating transplants, women that moved to LA?
Both.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's something in the air.
Interesting.
So I was just telling my brethren the other day, I was like, with like my ex or people I've dated in LA, it's weird, like when we go out of LA,
yeah.
everything feels fine. Like I feel closer to my partner, I feel closer to the person I'm talking to. The minute we get back to LA, everything just becomes fake again. It's weird.
Yeah.
There's something in the air about LA. Like I swear it's about LA.
I don't know. Maybe for someone who's just like, I'm from here, and maybe I just don't even realize it. But like, I mean, when I was single, I'm in a relationship now, but when I was single, like, I agree. Like, it was very difficult because, like, you just never knew, like, what men's intentions were.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of, like, so what do you do? And, like, a lot of talk about, like, what do you do? What can you do for me? You know?
That's the biggest thing. It's always, what do you do?
I was just going to say.
What do you
the
do?
moment, the first thing I ever heard, the moment I got off that plane.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, how can I benefit you?
And I just asked you earlier.
How can you benefit? How can you be a benefit? And that's, you get that so much, and you get it a lot in relationships, I feel like, out here.
100%.
But I mean, I can't say it's just women. It's just obviously that's who I'm talking to. But I know it happens on both sides because I ask my friends that are girls, and they'll say the same thing. You know, where I feel like they don't see a lot of serious people out here.
I feel like I asked people when I was dating, like, what do they do? Because, like, it wasn't about like, what can you do for me? It was about, because, you know, what you decide to do and how to make money, like, says a lot about you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there are some people that when they ask it, it's coming from a real genuine place.
Yeah.
Like, they're not saying it as I'm trying to see what you do so I can, you can put me on. They're just asking, like, genuinely, like, what are you interested in?
Sure.
Right.
Like, what do you work as, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, but then other people, it's like, nah, I'm trying to figure out what this guy does so I can get up on one. So it's hard to tell the difference between those two, though.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Like,
you don't know the intentions behind what people are asking.
I don't know. Maybe because, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you feel that now that you're in your 30s, you can kind of smell that out or sense that a little bit more?
1,000%. I feel like...
Yeah, like when I was in my 20s, I'll be honest, I was like, people would be like, oh, what do you do? And you're kind of falling for that. But now I'm like, I can get a hint of, like, who's genuine and who's not just from even that question. The way
it just comes with age.
The way you go about saying it and, like, what your true intentions are. And with that, I'm just like, I just don't even pay him any mind, really.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why I had to, like, source my boyfriend from, like, outside LA. Like, my boyfriend's from Oakland. So, like, I had to, like, go a little north to find him because it was really difficult.
How did you meet him? I know you probably told this story 1,000 times.
Yeah, but I could summarize it for you. So, I mean, basically I met him because he was a fan of the show.
Oh, sweat up.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he wasn't, and I think what I loved about him was, like, he wasn't, like, thirsty about it, being like, oh, you talk about dick, assuming that, like, I'm willing to, like, give it up or whatever, you know, or I'm easy or whatever it is, the assumptions that people would make. But, like, he worked in, like, broadcasting and, like, social media and stuff. So he, like, genuinely just loved, this is before, like, anyone listened to the show. This is 2017. Like, I just started, but he came across it and just really, like, became a fan of, like, how I ran the show and, you know, everything like that. So he just continued to follow me. And then for years, we just kind of were, like, internet friends, I guess you could say. And I always just saw, like, his passions and, like, his interests, and I always felt like that really aligned with me, and I just felt like we could get along. There's just, like, this kind of, like, energy that was like, oh, like, we could, like, get along, whether it's we're good friends or, like, this could be a thing. And then so I, like, was in a toxic relationship right before him where it was just all bad, like,
sounds about right.
All bad.
Where was that dude from?
Huh?
Where was he from?
Alabama.
Oh. Whoa.
Okay. I went through a phase where I was, like, going through some southern ass dudes.
I like how you hit the little accent.
Southern, yeah.
Some southern ass.
Some southern, like, he was, like, Alabama, like, Birmingham, like.
What was he, though?
Black.
Oh, okay, cool.
I usually, black and Filipino was, like, my dip. My dip of choice.
You gotta throw the fist up.
My dip of choice.
Represent
Sorry.
when they say
I talk with my hands.
I know you were thinking it, dog. Don't leave me out of this. I was gonna dap you up, but you were a little far, so I was like.
So, anyways, that was a toxic relationship. He didn't support the show. Like, he hated how, like, open and friendly I was. Like, he just assumed whatever. So I think after him, I was like, I just need someone who's just, like, a fan who gets it, and I don't have to explain, like, this isn't just for, like, you know, being a hoe or whatever. Even if it was, like, a woman's sexuality is a woman's sexuality, whatever. I could go down that road. But so then I don't know. I just started connecting with Brian, like, in the 2020 during the pandemic, and then we just, like, been together since. And I was just like, I love that, man.
Must be nice, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And I think I was at a point where I was so sick of dating. Like, I was so tired of like the redundantness of just like, what do you do? And like, this is how I was raised. And like, where are you from? You know, like all this questions and conversations you have. And I just felt like talking to Brian, it was just like not the superficial shit. It was just getting down to the nitty gritty of just like, who are you? Like, who am I? I'm not scared to show my insecurities. Like, I'm just gonna be open and honest. Like, I'm tired of trying to pretend I'm something that I'm not, you know? Because I think we all kind of go through that, especially in our early 20s, where we try to like, you know, try to come across as like we have our shit together and that we're great and that we're, you know, yeah, so I mean, lucky to have us type of like mentality.
I'm not dating right now. You could miss me.
Really? I thought you had a roster.
When was that? How many did I say I had?
You said you didn't really give like an actual number, but that from my impression, it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I probably did. That sounds about right.
What happened?
Probably have like 1 now.
Oh, what happened? Is it the main one that you liked?
Oh. He's like, who's the main?
Oh God, was that too much to ask?
Like, main. Maine?
Because I asked you.
Maine? Like the state. He was like, I don't want lobster.
Shit. Oh shit. I don't remember.
Who's the main?
You don't remember?
Who? Yeah. But I have one right now that I'm kind of just.
Okay. What do you like about her?
Say her name.
Bro, you don't say her name.
Crazy.
What? You brought her up.
Crazy.
Someone asked questions.
No, I like that she's really cool and she's very chill.
Yeah, is she really pretty?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
He's like,
what does she do?
You know, like you're like the second person that's like kind of alluded to that. Like why wouldn't she be pretty?
Imagine you're like, no, she's devastated.
I was just being silly.
Like,
you're like,
what?
no, she's not
she's
that
devastated.
pretty.
No, yeah.
Like
she's really chill though. She doesn't stress me out. And I found that there's a lot of women that like stress people out sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a major key right there.
And then a lot of it is to do with their insecurities or their timeline on stuff. So like there was one girl I was talking to and she was like, boom, 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 what's going on? I'm like, bro, this is our second day. Like, relax. What are we doing here? Like,
right.
And then this other girl, she's just like, yeah, I'm just going along with the flow. I'm cool. Like,
how long have you guys been like talking?
A couple months, probably like 2.
Okay, so it's like very fresh.
Yeah, it's still a little bit fresh, but yeah, she's just hella cool. She's hella chill, doesn't stress me out. Like, she's not the type to like.
I feel like that's such a guy thing.
No, but it's true though, because like when I'm busy 7 days a week doing crazy stuff, I don't need the extra level of.
You need someone who kind of like gets
it
and like trusts you.
Yeah,
be your peace, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Them ones.
Yeah,
that's like
very important.
The biggest thing I think I would look for,
literally,
in someone is
someone who doesn't.
And you could just be my peace.
Yeah. Oh God, there's just so many times where I've tried to be like the cool girl when I've dated. So I like try to not like be a problem or like say how I feel.
Yeah.
And then they would be like, I love that you're so cool. And then like one day I just like go crazy because it was like all bottled up. And then I did something and I'm like, and I go crazy. And then
I always tell her, like, if you do have an issue, come talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Like, always talk to me about what's going on or how you're feeling.
Yeah. And has she approached you with any situations yet?
No, not really. So that does worry me a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. You should do like a check-in.
I do, yeah.
Okay,
most days I do. I check in with her and be like,
like,
we good? Everything okay with us? And she'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, I always like say like people need to check in with each other, even if it's just friends with benefits, and if it's just fucking like whatever type of relationship it is, like check in with each other because sometimes you can be on different wavelengths and no one's fucking saying anything.
Yeah.
You know.
100%, but.
Yeah. So wait, like, do you see like a future with her?
Like
I don't know. I mean, I feel like
what type of future? Like a relationship or
like
future?
Like a relationship.
I don't know if that's what I'm going for right now. Like at all. And me and her have already had this conversation before everyone's like, does she know? Yes, she knows.
She knows that you're not like ready for a relationship.
Yeah.
And is she also there too?
Yeah, we had a conversation about like we sat down at dinner and we both talked like.
So you guys are just like each other's right now.
Yeah, we're just
How do those go? Like, how do you think those usually end?
It usually probably ends with her catching feelings or something.
Yeah.
And then me being like, well.
Do you guys have sex?
Let's
wrap this up. You said what?
Could end up with you catching feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if you catch feelings? Are you guys having sex?
No.
God, his voice cracked.
We're doing what we,
No, he's like, we're doing what we can.
we do what we got to do here and there, you know.
You don't have to tell me details. Just
He's
like
like, you
there's
got more alcohol? You got more? You got more booze?
yeah.
No, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're doing
So it's
that,
like
you know.
one of those. It's a situationship for now.
Yeah, essentially. I guess you can put it like
I
that.
mean, situationships cannot. I don't always have to be messy. It could just be like, this is a situation right now, until further notice, until like someone gets tired of it.
Yeah, which is it's probably not going to be me.
Yeah. Are you like looking to date other people?
Nah, that's
Okay.
me, man. I'm not in the mind space. I came to that conclusion like the last one we did with Jess. A
Yeah.
couple days before that, I came to that conclusion that I'm not ready for it. I thought I was for the longest, but I'm not. I'm just
Yeah.
not.
Why
Yeah.
is that? I'm just curious. We want to get into
think it's from-
a brain of a man on here.
I think it's from my last one, like my last like serious relationship that lasted quite a long time, and it just didn't end well. And I just don't think I've fully recovered from that. So
from
once
your
I-
last like long-term relationship.
yeah. So
How
once
long was that?
How long was it?
Yeah.
About 6 years.
Oh yes, you did tell me this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once I fully probably recover from that, then maybe. But as of right now, I'm chilling,
I
bro.
get that. Wait, how
Yeah.
long ago did you guys break up?
It was like a year and a bit ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Maybe like nearly 2 years actually. Yeah.
I feel like that's very valid. I feel like that's honestly the smart way to do it. I always say
Yeah.
like, I mean, although I did jump from relationship to relationship, but whatever. Like a lot of times, like especially after a 6-year relationship and it didn't end well, that's a lot of healing that needs to happen. I get that.
So
Yeah.
it is
Okay.
what it is, but
All right.
as of right now, I'm just, we're having a good time.
You just chilling. You on your single boy swag.
I'm on
Nothing wrong with it.
did you know them ones, bro? We're just
Nothing wrong with it.
having a great
Yeah.
time out here.
Making
Yeah.
moves.
You know what I mean? Doing what I got to do.
That part.
We are at the moment in our lives where quality over quantity matters the most. It matters in our friendships, it matters in our relationships, and it also matters in our closet. That's why when I tried Quince, I was thrilled with the quality and the prices that they offer. I ordered a pair of cargo joggers from Quince recently, and I'm obsessed with them. Like, they're definitely something that is going to be in my closet forever because they're super comfortable. They go with everything, and the fabric and the quality of the cargo pants are top tier. And guess what? The price was only $35. Yes, $35 for good quality joggers. And sometimes we pay more or the exact same price in super unethical fast fashion brands, and the quality is so cheap. However, by partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out most of the middleman and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. And we all love that. Get affordable luxury with Quince. Go to quince.com/brokegirl for free shipping on your order and a 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/brokegirl to get free shipping and a 365-day returns. Quince.com/brokegirl. The holidays could be such an amazing time of the year, but sometimes it could be super stressful. And that's okay. This time of year is a lot, and it's natural to feel some sort of sadness or anxiety about it. And that is, you guys, what is called seasonal depression, because it's real and it's happening and it might happen to you, and that's okay. That's why I suggest going to therapy and making sure that you are on top of your mental health during this time of year. If you're thinking of starting therapy, I would suggest giving BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. And the best part is if you don't feel like your therapist is the exact match, you could switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/brokegirl today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/brokegirl.
And I'd rather focus on my career right now too. Anyway.
And your career is like popping.
I don't know about all that.
Nah, it's popping, bro.
You're like very humble
up.
about it, but
you are humble about it.
I don't know
it's
about all
popping.
that.
It is.
I'm just doing what I can do here and there.
Like you're doing a lot of great things with music, and also like
Thanks, man.
even in your like everyday career, you know.
Yeah. It's pretty
So good
tough.
for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, Tyler's turn.
Oh Lord.
Switch it. Switch.
This guy is a
turn of
fucking.
position.
This guy's a fucking menace.
I'm a minute.
So let's tell me more about your dating life. Like, how many relationships have you been in?
Like, what are we defining as a
Like
relationship?
a serious,
Like,
long term.
We both call each other boyfriend, girlfriend
Yeah.
type thing. One real one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When was that? Oh no,
That
it's like a
was-
long time. It's a
Right before I moved out here. So
Okay.
And then I think that lasted about a full year that I moved out here.
oh, so
it
you
was-
got a girlfriend right when you moved out to LA?
No, so I got a girlfriend right before I had moved out to LA. So like probably like almost a year. Like we were dating for like about 2 years. So
Okay.
like 1 year was in New York, and then the other year we were doing long distance here.
Oof, long
Ooh.
distance. How was
That's
that like?
nuts.
And honestly, I have nothing bad to say about this girl because
Aw.
no, seriously, like every issue that we had, I can actually say it was me. And it taught me so much because that's kind of how I would look at relationships now. I could not communicate for anything. I could not tell her like this was not what I wanted.
Hey, real quick, how old were
You're
you?
not
when
good
you were
at
dating her?
communicating?
I was. I was
wasn't.
terrible.
I feel
Oh,
like
okay,
I'm really
okay.
good at it now.
Okay.
And
How old were you when you were dating her?
I think I was 27 going into
That's
28.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
Because I was
literally
gonna say I met
the
with
same
when I
reason
met y'all.
that my shit didn't work is literally that communication.
Yeah,
Really?
communication.
I mean,
for me,
that's
though.
the-
Communication, I will say, probably destroys
things.
90% of relationships.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
And a lot of people, what kills me is people that say they're good at communicating,
Yeah.
but have no idea how to communicate.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not just talking, it's about actions. Like if I'm telling you, like, oh, I don't like when you do this, or I don't like that we fight, or I don't like whatever the case may be, and then you continue to do that, then you clearly aren't communicating because you're not listening.
oh, damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it goes both ways, but it's wild to me because so many people will be like, oh, well, like, you don't communicate or blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't know how to, I'm like, you don't know how to communicate. I'm over here trying to express myself and to tell you exactly what I don't like and things like that. And you're just like not listening.
Right.
You're choosing.
And listening
to
is a
not
part of communicating.
Exactly.
It is. But what I like about you is
I like
that
that.
you can be accountable and say like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was the reason why.
Oh no, bro! Like I
was the
remember.
reason why it didn't work.
I could not even come up with the words when we did break up, and like looking back on it, I'm like, I kind of used like a fight as a reason to do it, and that we had gotten into, but I just knew she just wasn't my person, so like. Love the girl to death. Wish her nothing but the best, but it's just like for me, it just wasn't something I wanted, and I promised myself.
Get closer to the mic.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Is that good?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there you go.
So I promised myself like I wouldn't do anything like that again. Like I'm not gonna just get in a relationship to get in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Wait, what's your sign? We do astrology here.
I'm a Virgo.
Oh God, the worst.
We're the hardest to love.
Oh wait, seriously?
No, I mean, no,
Yeah,
I
we're
mean
the hardest to
Virgos.
love.
Oh shit.
I mean, a couple of my exes are Virgos. I've dated Virgos, so I know how it's like to date a Virgo. And it's
I
like
don't know if I like that face she made.
it's very rewarding to be loved by a Virgo, but it's very
We love hard.
yeah, like, and they like love hard, and they will like Virgos are loyal as fuck
Yes, we are.
until they're not.
Oh,
And-
we could be petty.
yeah.
we could-
Oh, this nigga's petty as fuck.
Yo, I could.
He's so fucking petty.
I'm just saying. When I win my, oh man,
Yeah.
I owe a lot of success to
Yeah.
women I feel like that kind of did me wrong. I'll be honest with you. Like I'm one of those types where it's like, oh, okay, if you think you're gonna find me where you left me,
Oh, no way.
Yeah, no. The
I take
last
that
thing a Virgo
personal.
wants is to
I
get
take
fucked
that personal.
over.
I will
Ain't
take
no
that
way.
Yeah.
personal.
Oh no, I like.
I will level my shit up just because you left me.
I
Like
could see that.
100%.
God, they're crazy, and like they
that
just,
crazy?
and it's like not crazy. I don't take that back because actually I have a lot of like girlfriends who are also Virgos, and I get along with Virgos really well. So it's like I love them, but I also know what it's like to not be loved by them and to be like cut off by them. Because like I feel like with Virgos, once they make the decision that they're done with you, it's like it's a clear cut decision. There's no like nuance. There's no like maybe later. It's like, yeah, this ain't it. Bye. And you're like, oh, you know, because
He's like that.
Yeah. I'm an Aquarius, and I could like keep going back and forth.
Aquarius. Ooh.
Yeah. Why? What's? Excuse me.
I don't know. Not like what
I
know
that
one shit means.
Wait. Well, describe your impression of what you think an
I
Aquarius
don't know.
is.
She was toxic as fuck.
I mean,
you know which one was an Aquarius?
Say off.
You go like this.
I'll try to.
Want to like not have it.
We gonna block that.
Oh yeah, she was
the mic.
She was Aquarius.
Yeah.
Oh no way. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think
So
Aquarius.
I had an iffy taste with the Aquarius.
Yeah.
Y'all can lie.
Oh, well, with an Aquarius, even Aquarius men could be the absolute fucking worst. They don't know how to communicate their feelings. And when they do, it's like, again, like I said, like I could act like the cool girl. I could go with the flow. And it's because I'm like bottling everything up inside. And then so when I'm like, because people have this assumption that we don't have any feelings and we're detached. But then like it's because we act too cool.
No, that's a fact.
And then like, and then when it's like a button is pressed or you whatever wronged me a certain way, then everything unleashes and you're like, I did not know.
That's facts.
These feelings.
That's facts.
And it's like overwhelming because they're like, I just thought we were cool, you know?
But see, that's what I'm coming to realize now in my old age. I'm starting to realize being cool in a relationship is not cool.
It's not cool.
It's not cool. The worst thing you could do in a relationship is try to be too cool.
That's the last thing you should do in a relationship.
It's not a place to be cool. It's a place to be your fucking self.
Yeah. And who gives a fuck about being cool?
Exactly. Everybody. That's the thing. Everybody wants to be cool. No one wants to get hurt.
You guys have to.
That's the biggest thing I noticed.
You guys have to define what being cool means.
So like
I don't want to look like the psycho girlfriend. I don't want to look like, you know, all those things. The typical like clingy. I don't want to look clingy. I don't want to look emotional.
Care too much.
I don't want to care too much. But I'm like, in actuality, I care fucking a lot.
That part.
But I've definitely learned in my last like toxic relationship, like the one, and he was a Virgo, and the one thing that was like, no offense, but like the one, it's fine.
Virgo Aquarius mixed.
Yeah. But the one thing that I like really learned from him, and I'm so grateful for him, is that like he honestly like forced me to like open up emotionally and to like be very emotional. And so by the time that I like met my boyfriend, I felt like I was like, well, everything's here. Like I'm not here to try to be too fucking cool for anybody. Like this is who I am, you know? And my boyfriend's a Cancer, so he like loves that shit.
They are the most caring people on earth.
Caring.
Like no matter male, female, they, them. I don't know what else we got out there, but no disrespect. But
hey, you're tethering on that line, nigga.
But I'm being dead serious. Like no, but seriously, like Cancers are really the most caring people on earth. My mom was a Cancer. Like one of my good girlfriends, she's a Cancer. Like they always be the people checking in on you. Like almost too much. Where it's just like, all right, like mom, you don't have to be texting me.
There always could be the you know the too much of whatever.
Yeah.
But they have to learn how to handle those emotions as well.
What's the worst and best sign you've ever like dated?
Probably Virgo.
Virgo for you?
Huh?
No, is it Virgo?
What's the worst?
No, I think
and like
Cancers, Virgos are up there. I mean, Virgos, have definitely broke my heart, but I think most of all I've dated in my whole that I can remember at least was Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. I think Gemini is probably. I think Gemini was always like Gemini. The hardest, and Aquarius. Aquarius and Gemini men. Scorpio guy was. They're always really fun.
You Scorpio?
And good in bed, like always. And I think that's like the thing about.
Got a little shout out.
Sorry. This is just my experience with Scorpio men in my life, okay? I'm not speaking for all.
All right, let me hear it.
But
I'm intrigued to hear this actually.
But I think I don't know. That's a different case. I guess he broke my heart, but like a lot of people have broken my heart, so I don't know. I think Gemini is probably the worst. If I really had to choose out of all of them.
Yeah.
I'm just happy the Virgos wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been offended if you said it because a lot of people.
I like Virgos even in like friendships because, and my cat's a Virgo. Shout out Junie. Because
Sweet
I
girl.
felt like they say every time you attract a Virgo is when like you need stability in your life. So every time
Look at me bringing stability.
I've attracted a Virgo friend. What?
I said, look at that. Look at me bringing stability. I'm over here adding value and shit.
Added value and shit.
Y'all
Like,
hear it out there.
No, but
Value add.
once you hear like his stories in depth, it's very, very actually fucking true.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, really? As
yeah,
far as
he
like
be-
bringing stability to
Oh,
someone's.
yeah.
stability, putting them on game, like just I mean, to be honest, that's just real nigga shit. But like, no,
that's a fact, though.
It's dead serious. Like if
Yeah.
you're a real nigga, you'll put your missus on game, and you'll like
Oh,
put her
yeah.
on the
No,
right
that's
path
like
and whatnot.
like
but
he's right. Like when I
Yeah.
say like for me, I think what I'm attracted to is like it's not even something like, oh, you need to fully be there doing what you're doing. If I see that potential in you,
type shit.
but then I starting to realize I'm like, I feel like people don't see potential in themselves,
Mm.
or they got a fear of success. Because
Yeah.
for me, like I won't let nothing stop me. Like if people tell me, oh, you can't do that. Like one of my boys told me, he was like, I remember the day I came back from LA, and I was like, bruh, I'm moving to LA. And he was just like, you're not just gonna pick up your life and just move to LA. A year
Sure
from
did.
that day, or I don't know if a year from the day, but a year later, I was living in LA.
Mm.
It's like I refuse
You
to
like
let
set
people
your
tell me.
mind to something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I set my mind to it, you can't tell me I can't do it.
Just driven
Yeah.
shit.
I think that like Virgos, I think that's why like I've attracted a lot of Virgo friendships and like, you know, romantic relationships in the past, because, and I think about it every single time is because I was like definitely needed some sort of like motivation or like stability. So shout out to Virgos, and two of my closest best friends are Virgos. So I love them. I don't hate them. I just, you know, I've been heartbroken by them, but it's okay. It was my fault.
Whenever, well, I
Appreciate
mean,
accountability. We love
obviously
accountability.
You're in a relationship, but whenever you go and look to date people, do you look into their signs a lot? I don't know if that's just a general thing.
I feel like that's a very LA thing, right?
I feel like it's so, bro.
Yeah.
It
When
is.
I was dating, I didn't really. I think I've been more into it now.
But you know what's crazy though? I have seen some similarities though. And I ain't like I don't know if it's just coincidental. And I don't know if it's just because I've been in LA for so long and that's like the first question you get asked, like, oh, so what's your sign? But it's
I
like
hate that shit.
I do
Oh,
too.
my days.
But honestly though, there is
Hate
like there is certain characteristics that your sign carries. Oh wow. I cannot do this mic. There is some characteristics I feel like that your sign carries that I feel like are very true.
Very true.
Like
Exactly.
there are
like a
certain
Virgo.
signs where I'm like, damn, like, all right, I'm like I said, I will take some accountability, but then you start being like, all right, it's like X amount of times trying out the same sign, and it's like it can't be me.
Okay, but do you stop yourself from, like, if someone tells you, oh, my sign is yada yada yada, do you stop yourself from, like,
No.
Because
And I
you're
think that's
toxic.
when it becomes
say
a
what?
problem.
Because we're toxic.
Because we're toxic.
Hell no, we're like,
everything
oh,
you
on that sign, the sign that causes you the most pain and trouble, sign me the fuck
run
up.
it up, run it.
I mean,
Let's go.
I never did, but I can see
Yeah.
how some people have. And I think that's when it comes too far, because it's like whatever people are into astrology, you could ask. But if it's like, if you're just going to base it off of that,
Type
I think
shit.
that's when it's like,
Yeah.
like still get to know the person, because like people
Yeah.
have like layers. And
If
it's not
someone
just,
was gonna base some shit off of my sign, I was like, probably good we didn't even bring
yeah,
this further.
Yeah.
exactly.
Honestly,
Type shit.
like,
Yeah.
oh, you're a Virgo, like okay, well, we're done here anyways. We're
Yeah.
good.
But I have like friends who are actual like professional like astrologers, like know how to read charts. So they'll be like,
That's crazy.
How
give
much
me
you
your
get paid for that?
birthday, give me your location. Like they will look past just the Virgo and like read everything.
Oh yeah, your
and tell you
rising and your
future.
sunset or your something.
No,
like
that shit. And I was. I
I've
hate
never
that
really
shit
been
'cause-
into that shit before.
You what?
I've never been into that shit. I
You
just
should get your chart, your guys'
I
chart
just-
reading. That'd be really interesting
just
to see
date
what they would
people.
say.
for real.
get to know people.
I know. Yeah, but it's always fun. Sometimes things are just fun, and let's just accept it.
No, I hear you, but I don't know. I can't tell you how many
He's so
signs I've
analytical.
dated like before.
Really?
Like I know my ex-girlfriend, she was a Scorpio, so
Okay.
obviously I know that. but-
And you're I wonder
Yeah, I was
how
gonna
is
say, y'all
that?
are
Oh, that's a
clashing.
lot of passion, because you're also water signs. I feel like they say Scorpios are like the Cancers with a leather jacket. You know, because it's like they have a lot of those kind of like values, but
that.
they act cooler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like they're more like
For the leather jacket.
It's like Michael Jackson. Thriller.
Like a little snake with a little leather jacket.
Them ones. Crazy.
yeah. So I mean, how is that dynamic like? Since you guys are both Scorpio, I'm just curious.
A lot of clashing.
Huh?
A lot of clashing.
Yeah, definitely a lot of clashing, a lot of arguments.
Are you very emotional in relationships?
No.
Oh.
But with her, I got very emotional towards like when I actually started like having crazy feelings and I actually like figured that I was actually in love with her. That's when the
I was just about to
emotions
say.
came out crazy.
That's I feel like when a man knows he really loves a woman.
Yeah,
is
it's
when
crazy.
he's able to show that emotional side to them.
Yeah, for sure.
And that, I guess, going back to my original relationship, that didn't really come out for me until it was over.
Yeah, them ones.
If
crazy.
that makes sense, because like for me, it was just like I knew it, but it wasn't from that standpoint of me being emotional. From like, oh, like I'm sad now, like that it's over. Like I was sad it was over because like we were best friends, and like I would love to still have that type of friendship with her, but it was just like I knew I needed to do that. But other women that I've like tried to get to that point with, where it's like, oh, we are boyfriend, girlfriend, and stuff like that, that's when I knew that love was there. When I'm able to be my emotional self and actually like look, I fucking love you.
And
like,
be your,
you know what I mean?
Shit's
but
nuts.
shit crazy.
And I always like tell like women like or like just certain friends who are still single and dating. Like I have like one particular friend who like is someone who like acts too cool. Like sometimes she could act like really like one of the dudes. And so she's like never been in a relationship before. And I've told her, I was like, you need to like create a safe space for men to be like vulnerable. Like you want them to feel like they could trust you, because again, once a man like really like opens up and they could feel that like they have that connection with you like emotionally, oh, game over, he's in love. And not that you should use that in a way to manipulate people, but it's just like that's how you know when it's like there is a connection. It's like when you leave that safe space for them, you know, where they could just be themselves, because you guys are crybabies.
No, we are 100%. We
Not
certified
wrong.
lover boys,
Yeah.
Them ones.
right?
You
Until we're not anymore.
That
And then
part.
we're just straight monsters. But
And then you're players, and then you like
Straight
break
up.
her
The
heart.
player, I'll be completely honest.
That's like a millennial
the
thing,
whole,
player.
The whole player thing is the most overrated thing in the world.
Yeah.
I personally think.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that is definitely something for men in their 20s, but I've seen dudes older than myself be on that type of time, and that's because like I feel like once you reach a certain age, you're stuck in your ways. So like I feel like there's a point where men mature, and it's so easy to see a man's maturity, where I feel like women, you guys tend to mature differently, like way earlier, but then there's like it depends on the female. Like some are more mature than others and vice versa. But like a man's maturity, I feel like that's when it's just like you realize like honestly, having a roster is not cool. That shit is exhausting.
and it's,
Oh, yeah,
and
no, I
it's-
hate-
It's
ugh.
fucking
It is
hard.
It's hard
just,
and it's low key. It's gross.
It's just annoying.
Low-key is gross.
It's low key. It's gross because
Yeah.
like seriously, like I mean, because if
That
you
depends if you're like actually fucking every single person in your roster.
that's
Yeah.
facts.
If you're just talking to people on your roster, then cool.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you
yeah.
can't help but just have a roster.
But even
you know? 'Cause
talking,
the dating
sometimes-
apps just be there, or
No,
like
that's
you
a
meet
fact.
people, like
That's a fact.
kinda-
like your roster just blossoms, but
Yeah.
honestly, like even sometimes talking to multiple people,
Yeah,
It is
and like when you,
exhausting.
but like
Bro,
that's
it's
when
just
you
a lot.
like if I find myself like at a point where I'm like, okay, well, like I'm talking to multiple chicks and I'm trying to like act like they the one. I realize I am clearly not doing what I need to be doing to get on my grind. Like I'm clearly prioritizing like women and other things than
Overall.
than making the dreams come true.
Type shit.
I feel that because it's like a second job.
It is
Having to have like a roster of people is like
sure.
so much. I remember I used to like try to have a roster
'Cause it's
when I
cool.
was dating, because it is cool. It's like
cool.
a thing. It's like, you know,
I got a
'cause-
roster.
And a lot of times like I would try to have a roster because there's this one guy that I would really like, but then he like wasn't looking for a relationship because he's not ready. And like, so I'd be like, okay, and like I'm out here dating too. Okay.
So-
and so like, and I like try to date, but then like, I
So
don't
were
know.
you one of those females where it's like you got to one up the person? So
Yeah.
like if they're, where I never understood that.
Honestly,
where
it's stupid.
like,
It's stupid.
It's so stupid where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, well, you're not taking me serious, so I'm not going to take you serious.
Oh, yeah. And then I end up sad and heartbroken.
Yeah,
at the
everyone
end.
ends up sad. No one's like, no one's having a good time.
You just
And
end up
like-
spinning the block.
That part.
Yeah. Spinning the block. But then I end
Save
up
that
like,
for the next
Yeah,
podcast.
for real.
We're gonna have to do a series with that.
oh, for sure. I mean, I always like to reuse and recycle.
Oh, we
people on
can.
here.
I could go
If
home,
they
get another
like
shirt,
you,
come back.
guys, comment below if you like them, and then
Like me.
like me,
We
please.
need-
I'm
we
just
need
kidding. It only
validation.
depends if I like
Do you
them.
think
honestly.
having a roster for women is different for having a roster for men?
What do you
Good
mean?
question.
Like, I guess, is it perceived like if he tells me
Okay.
he has a roster, it's like, oh shit. Whereas if you tell me,
It depends on who you ask.
I know what you mean.
I know what you
exactly
mean.
what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Whereas, like with girls, I don't know if it's looked at as like,
I've never had a female openly say they had a roster.
know what I mean?
Are
I
you
would
serious?
respect.
Yeah, no,
I
I
would
really
respect-
haven't.
I would respect a female. She actually said it. But see, I'm
Yeah.
like, my thing is like, I'm like, come on, you
or maybe
know
that's
you
just
full of shit.
That's just a side, like.
I don't think
society
I've ever
thing, though.
admitted to like
Having a
straight
roster?
to like a guy that I like had a roster.
Oh, see, I'm at the age now where I call females out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
What do you mean?
Oh, like if you tell, like, I mean, it's so easy sometimes to pick out, like, when. So, like, if I'll just say some shit like, "Oh, you going with your new boo?"
Boom.
Or you doing something with your new guy? And if
Actually, there was-
if they avoid that question,
It's like,
I will
you know.
say it again.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you must not.
Oh my
have
god, you're
used
like me because I'd be like, oh, wrong bitch. Did you mean the other chick?
Yeah, and then like
oh my god, that's
they'll
kind
be
of
like,
toxic.
oh, well, like why does it have to be with a guy? Like
No,
if I'm
but-
doing this, because if
you
you were
didn't say
doing
the
it with your
names.
friends,
You would've said the names.
You would have said the names. You would have said
You
with my
would've
friends.
said, I'm with.
Let's keep it a bag.
I'm with
Let's keep it a buck.
Tiffany and Jeanette.
People tell you
Yeah.
what they
it's
tell you the
obvious.
truth all the time, but it's if we choose to listen.
That's
Like
true.
I've been in so many situationships where it's like you were telling me
Yeah.
what the truth essentially, but I chose not to listen.
Type shit.
Yeah. Did it ever bother you if you were dating a girl and you found out she had a roster? Like, what were your perceptions on them?
It depends. It depends. If
Mm-hmm.
if I like you, I have a bit of an issue with it. If
Okay.
if we're just kicking it and we're just having fun, do your thing.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I'm probably doing my thing as well.
Yeah.
I've gotten to that point.
Yeah.
I've gotten
Right.
to that point now where it's
Right,
just
we're
like if I
grown,
know
man.
this ain't going nowhere, it's like, look, I don't need you to like.
You don't need
We
to
don't
be-
need to talk about it
Yeah.
because
You know
I'm
what's
already
going
under
on.
that impression.
Yeah.
You
Take
have
that off.
someone
got
else.
options.
You know what I
Let's
mean?
be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna play it safe too. Like
The
you
amount
know
of
what I'm
times
saying?
I've been like, hey, just show me your DMs real quick.
You've
that's
asked that?
savage.
I'll be like,
You've
because
asked-
because what girls will try and do, yeah, they'll try and be like, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing. All right, open up your DMs. Let me see them. What's going on? Let's see it.
That's
Run it.
so funny.
Run it real
That's-
quick. Oh, and then like, oh no, I can't do that. All right then. So you know what's going on. Like, why are you trying to hide it for? We understand what's going on. We're
Yeah.
grown.
I would be totally
show my
afraid. I wouldn't
boyfriend
even,
my DMs.
I wouldn't even know what to think about a female's DMs, bro.
Oh,
Oh, that shit is crazy.
Because seriously, I mean,
shit's nuts.
seriously, I bet it's crazy.
what? If
It's
a,
like-
female, a girl's
because
DM?
I mean, like that's how, I mean, you will kill a man's spirit with a female's DMs. I imagine.
Oh yeah, no. This guy DM'd me. He's actually a rapper from Oakland.
I was
He's
just gonna
actually
say,
kinda
bro- yeah.
he like DM'd. I think you follow him.
See, this is why.
Bro, that's what I was gonna say.
He
You're
like
gonna get pro
DM'd me
athletes.
saying
Wait, text me his name real quick. No
he
fucking
DMs
way,
me all the time. You want me to show you?
bro. No, no
Want me to
way.
show you?
No way. Are you serious?
Dead ass.
Bro,
Let
I'm
me show
telling
you.
you.
Let
They
me
bro.
show you these.
Bro,
Wait,
I have
what?
friends, bro.
Oh shit.
That is wild, bro. Yo, I'm mad the nigga be talking to himself.
Shut the fuck up.
Nigga really be out here talking to
Hey, I
himself.
fuck
Bro,
it.
niggas
I
will
fuck
talk
with
to
him
themselves.
too. That's the crazy part.
I know my boyfriend like knows him too, and he like thinks it's well because
It's funny.
yeah, he's just like, oh my god, cool. He's like, damn, a rapper kind of wants to get on my chair. I'm like, yeah, but it's
Nigga,
you know,
that is nuts.
yeah.
Bro, a female's DMs is probably the scariest place on earth for a man, bro.
I
I'm
was
telling you.
like,
Bro, what?
I just liked it. I didn't know what to say because I was like,
Hey,
See, I
man,
feel like, but see,
shit.
I feel like that plays
Shit.
into security of a man, though.
Shit.
What?
Shit. I would have never. You just
so
fucking.
random, right?
What
It's the most random shit.
What? You don't know him, so it's like.
I don't,
Yeah.
but I'm not shocked.
But that's wild. Because you're homegirl.
But I'm not
you know
even
who
like
I'm
an
talking about.
Instagram
already
model.
know.
Her DMs.
Bro, her
are
DMs
fucking
crazy. crazy.
Her
Yeah.
DMs
She's
are
sending
nuts.
me people. I'm just like, how do you not know who
Like
that
people
is?
that like are on
Or
the
like-
TV screen that you be watching.
Oh, damn.
That you like.
Yeah. High
Oh, this
profile.
is that football player. Oh shit, he plays
that
for so
basketball
and so.
player starting. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh, he
boom.
making real money.
And she's
Yeah,
she like
type shit.
Instagram baddie. I'm not even like an Instagram baddie. I just like talk about dick. I'm sure that's probably
We
why.
have to talk. We have to talk about that afterwards. But that's
Talk
actually
offline.
kind of nuts.
I know.
That's
I've
kinda
like
nuts.
thought about it, but I'm like no, because like open.
Yeah.
I was like, should I?
Yeah, what's going on with that, bro? So obviously you don't know, but what's going on with that? Are you allowed to talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool,
And
cool.
I guess I haven't like talked about it in a minute. So my boyfriend and I are like in an open relationship, I guess you could say. But I feel like we're leaning towards non-monogamish because it's not like we're like actively like
Seeking people out.
yeah, like I'm because honestly like I'm kind of like not really in the like mood to even entertain people at the moment, because it's like I love my boyfriend, but there is that kind of like thing where it's like, well, if the opportunity like comes, like we're not like close to it, because it's like he's like done stuff with like another girl, whatever. Like I'm like, he cheated on me because he like, but it was like okay, it was like. But it was like okay, like I gave him the permission.
I gotta watch the playback of this because my eyes was just like, fuck.
I know.
She's so comfortable. Couldn't be me.
I know he's like
I'm
cheated
gonna
on
lose
me
it.
and like talked to other
I'm
girls,
gonna
like
fucking lose
sent
it.
photo, they've sent photo, whatever. But I've like allowed it.
But you're
Because, like-
okay with that though, right? That's you though.
Oh yeah, like I like if it like turns me on.
I told you.
Like shocked. So
I feel like you knew this.
No. Here's
No,
the
you
thing. That
did. I
was
did.
my
I
exact
did.
reaction.
Yeah.
That was literally my
I
exact
literally
reaction when
told
she
him
told
like
me.
the last time we hung out.
Yeah,
He's
the
like,
last
"Wait,
time."
I'm gonna bring someone next time, and I'm gonna ask the same question so I can see their reaction.
No, for real.
I would sit there like, yeah, you ain't know about this shit, did you, nigga?
I'm crying.
I'm over here like, bro, I feel like I've made so many memes in this
Yo.
camera. I'm like,
Yo.
I don't even got
Yeah.
big eyes.
That
bro.
was literally my exact reaction when she told me. I was like, what the fuck? Because that's not normal. You don't really find that
I know, but I
nowadays.
would only like I'm telling you, like this wouldn't have happened with any of my exes. Like my like last ex, forget about it because he never made me feel like secure. And my last ex ended up like cheating on me, or whatever. I'm like, if he made me feel secure, I would have been okay with it.
happened
It's
anyway.
fine. But I'm in like a relationship where it's like I know like we're gonna get like he's a person I want to be with forever. Like he's my partner. Like I love
that.
him.
Must be
We
nice.
have like that
So
security.
beautiful.
Yeah, and it like it's I wouldn't have done with any of my exes, but because we like really, again, we are so good at communicating. We are like we just trust each other. That like we've had like those really uncomfortable conversations to be like, what if this would happen? Like, what do you think? And like, and so, and like I just think the whole like the whole poly conversation and all that stuff, and like just opening my eyes to like the different spectrums of what a relationship could look like. Yeah. Like it doesn't always have to be like so monogamous and like so one way. Like it could be something where it could be more than that. I know that some people would like want to have several girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever. Which I don't know. I'm not there yet. I don't think I could do that because again, too much time to like manage relationships.
Okay, so with that, so you're allowed to do your thing, of course, if you wanted to.
What was that?
You're allowed to do your thing.
Yeah.
You're allowed to.
I'm allowed to.
And both of you are okay with that.
Yeah. I think.
Sorry. In my head, the way he prompted that question was just like, so you allowed to do your thing, right? I was
So
just
you
like,
guys-
I'm like, nigga, are you about to shoot your shot on her own podcast? That
No,
is wild. What, the
it's
nigga in the
Isaac.
next room?
No.
I'm like, oh, you a madman. I'm sitting here like, I'm like, nigga.
No, I would
No,
never.
it's Isaac. No. Plus,
Stefanie,
like he's like got with my best friend, so like that just no.
Well, you're
So I'm a shooting all these stuff.
you're about to shoot your shot. You're about to shoot.
But here's the thing. I kind of like want to like try it out with women.
That's not cheating though.
What do you mean?
That could
What
be,
do you
bro.
mean that's not cheating?
That's not.
It
To me, it's not. Okay, I would say
it's
to
just
me,
2023, bro.
I had this conversation with someone the
depends
other
who
day.
you ask. Sometimes people are very
Some-
subjective.
no,
It depends.
someone asked me the other day. They were like, "What if your girlfriend went to slept with another girl?" And I was like, "Do your thing.
You try to get in there.
That's what I'm saying. It's
because you tried to get in there.
No, but and if it, even not with that, yeah. If you want to do your thing with a different girl, to me that's not just. It's just
because guys get turned on by it. Yeah, exactly.
But even if I wasn't involved, or even if she was like, "No, you can't get involved with us whatsoever."
Depends who you ask. I know
your
people.
thing.
All right.
I know people who hooked up with.
Honestly,
that's what I'm saying.
No?
There are people
Probably
that
not,
care.
Bro. Really?
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Because if I love that girl,
yeah,
I want her to just be for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not into that whole.
So you might be monogamous here. You might be like, maybe if you were in a relationship, I don't know. Anyways, I've known people who have like hooked up with like another girl and like their boyfriend was like pissed and like broke up with them because so it depends who you ask. It's just you personally, you don't care.
I just don't.
Yeah,
if it's another girl,
because bro, that's still. It's still a threat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but even if threat, how?
Especially if the other girl's real good at it. Especially if the girl's Kaylani. Yeah, that's a threat.
She's bad.
I will get with Kaylani.
I'd have to be like, we
going half.
Well, I might as well if I do. I'll be like, she'd be like, oh, this is for me. This is for us. This is a we.
Collective.
Nosotros.
All of us.
All of us.
But Kaylani's strictly just lesbian now. She only likes women. Yeah. So you wouldn't.
You went with a man before.
You're like, we could do it again.
Yeah, you just gotta find the right nigga.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. So
man.
So, but again, like,
Kaylani gonna watch this and be like, nigga, what?
But I don't know. It's still new. Like, he's done stuff like I haven't yet, and it's just like in a matter.
You're okay with that though. You're cool.
See, but see, the old you, would have been like, I gotta play tit for tat.
Old me, yeah. Only because it was like, I'm trying to one up you, but it's not like we don't have that kind of dynamic.
See, I got to give you a high five for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so where did this originally stem from?
I think the twins, Cammy and Nikki, played a huge part of inspiration.
I'm trying to meet them.
Who are these?
You trying to meet them?
Twins.
What's up?
So yeah, I have like
he said, "Who the twins?
Who the twins?
Who the twins?
Who the twins?
Who the twins?
Yeah, we gotta get on a podcast with them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
You guys. Anyways, so they are very beautiful.
Co-host?
Yeah, might as well.
So, no?
What?
I feel like this could be like a new co-host.
Yeah.
It's like a community podcast.
Yeah.
Rich niggas therapy.
Rich
niggas.
The other word, so it's just like rich and I have to stay quiet.
Then we come in.
And then
exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So they're like, they are non-monogamous. One was like married at one point and had an open like marriage. They divorced, not because of that, but for other reasons. But yeah. So like one was in like poly relationships. So they're like they've explored non-monogamy in all aspects
people
of
at the
life.
same time or something?
You what?
Poly relationship? What is that?
Like poly is when you have more than one partner and they're serious relationships. It's not just sex. Open relationships, it's just sex. And like monogamous is kind of like you play sometimes together, but it's not like as often, whatever. But poly specifically is like, it could be, there's different dynamics, but it could be like, you know, let's say a married couple, like she was married to a guy who had a girlfriend and then she would have a boyfriend. And then sometimes they could all date, or sometimes they could date separately. It's like
it's sound like game night. Like goddamn,
it's having more than one serious relationship,
and it could be like,
and everyone understands.
It could be like one girl, 3 men,
like sister wives.
Literally, yeah.
Like
bro.
the
it's kind of
Mormons.
nuts. It's kind
like
of
that's poly.
Couldn't be me, but
oh hell no.
Couldn't be me, but yeah.
What if it was the reverse?
Yeah, come on, run it.
He's like, let's get in this poly.
But to be honest, no, actually, I wouldn't. I tell a lot of people I like understand poly relationships and I believe in it.
Yeah.
Personally, I couldn't practice it myself.
Yeah.
I'm just cool with one chick. One chick for me.
That part.
For sure.
I don't need
like I like being like monogamish because it's I love having like that one person work together, and I don't want to like bounce other like relationships and have feelings for other, you know, when you have feelings for other people and having to manage like different relationships, I feel like
feelings for other people,
because that's what poly is. It's like you have emotional relationships with others. It's not just sex. So it's like you could have a wife but then have an emotional relationship with another girlfriend.
Man, like Will
and so but you have both relationships.
I don't even know what that is anymore, bro.
It's not
so people are just out here just doing all that. So yeah, I mean, never say never, because what if one day I'm like, shit, I want a boyfriend and I got a husband, because like you never fucking know nowadays. But that's not where I'm at like right now. What I think I can handle.
Bruv. Oh my days.
Isaac looks stressed. Are you okay?
That's one reason I'm like, this marriage thing, it might not be for me.
It's tough now, bro.
It might not be for me.
Really?
Yeah,
you don't ever want to like settle down with someone? You're saying
it's
that now because you're not in love.
It's not that I don't want to settle down with someone. It's that people change over time. And what you get into now might not be what somebody wants in 10, 15 years.
Okay, I used to think like that, but honestly, get a divorce if it doesn't work.
What?
I think we like...
That's so casual.
Yeah.
So
like, I know... I mean, honestly, don't get married.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I mean, honestly, listen to me.
Like,
obviously, don't get married playing to get a divorce.
It's like buying a car.
What it be?
This was a little beat up, little.
No, okay. All I'm just saying is something doesn't make you happy, leave. Oh shit! If it's not working for you guys anymore, just
so
leave.
Casually is mad.
Yeah. I know it's harder.
So upgrade from your Honda, bro. Get
I know it's easier said than done. Obviously.
Is it easier said than done to get a divorce than to say it?
Divorce is very, very like.
Yeah.
It's a
I
lot.
mean, I know. I'm like a child of divorce. I've seen it. I know how it works.
Shit.
But I also feel like that I'm not going to let that stop me, because I feel like, obviously, that's why I didn't get married early on. I was like, I'm willing to just wait till it's the right person. But I'm also like, you can't like fear that, you know what I mean? It's like you can't, it's like living but then fearing to die. It's like we all know like things are gonna, like I look at relationship as like it's gonna end no matter what. Either someone dies or you break up.
But I will also say,
and I think I just had to like accept it for that, and that's why I'm like, it's, like
I will also say, might be an unpopular opinion, but men I feel like suffer more in divorces than women, and that's why it might be easier for you to say.
Why do you say that?
Just in all ways,
like emotionally, financially.
I don't know about emotionally per se, because both can go through emotionally, but definitely financially, definitely like we suffer more. Like it just is what it is.
It depends on the situation. My brother's divorced and he's fine. He's actually thriving.
Yeah, is she paying alimony to him, or
no?
She's not paying any money to him. No, is he paying money to her?
He just has to like buy out the house from her, but he's got money. He's fine.
Regardless, yeah, I believe that men suffer more.
I feel.
I agree.
I think also because a lot of times men have to suffer in silence, and that's something that's not talked about.
Because a lot of you guys,
women can suffer out loud.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You could show your emotions.
Post it, Instagram,
Yeah, you can show you are always gonna be able to find, because there's always a dude waiting for that other dude to fuck up.
God,
there's not always a woman waiting for that other woman to fuck up.
Actually, no. I mean, there's women out there waiting.
Oh, there are, but it's not always. But like, there usually is.
You think there's always like another man in line once like a relationship breaks up?
I feel like for the most part, like I feel like I feel like there's always that stigma, like, oh, like the woman like is suffering the most. I mean, not in every situation, right? So obviously, if like the man's abusive, all that kind of crap,
right?
Like, we're taking all that stuff out of the picture. But like, let's just say it's like, you're with somebody. This is your person. You invested all that time, effort, money. You want to start a family with them, and then you end up getting a divorce. I mean, I can't see myself getting back out there. Even when I got out of a relationship, I didn't get back out there until like 5, 6, 7 months afterwards. You know what I mean? Like my ex, she'd been dating a dude for the last like 3 years, I think, or something, or 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, happy for her, but I just feel like women tend to move on, even in relationships. You know what I mean? Women I talk to very seriously, and I told, this is how I feel. I love you, like things like that. You were ready to move on. You were ready to move on when we were talking. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, to me, it's just kind of wild. And then those tend to be the ones that end up trying to spin the block. But it's just, I just feel like a lot of men always have to suffer in silence, because if I was going out posting on Instagram, I'm hurt, I'm down, this is how, I'm a little crazy.
Can't be doing
females, they get away with that. It's okay for females to show.
I've never heard this take, so this is just
it's just facts. You know what I mean?
Well, my parents' divorce was actually the very complete opposite.
Really?
Like my mom was the one who had to buy my, dad out with certain things. And my dad like moved on fairly quickly, literally got another girl pregnant like soon. And she's the one that divorced him.
Jeez.
And so like he moved on quickly. My mom was like single for like 10 years.
But see, and sometimes though, like I still wonder is that
majority though.
Some type of suffering.
I know. But I'm just
because it's like when people move on extremely fast, it's like, are you trying to replace something that's now gone? You know what I mean? Like you're trying to find, it's like finding love in a hopeless place.
No, my dad has like codependency things. It's like he just.
Because I've seen a lot of dudes like that too, where it's like you need, like they're always in a relationship. I'm like, that shit kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
When I see dudes like that, I'm like, why you always got a girl? Like you just got out of a relationship, you were crying how you love this female and all this kind of stuff, and then like 2 minutes later you dating somebody else. Like,
even when women do that, I think that's fucking weird too.
I think when anyone does it,
when anyone does it, I'm just like, you were so in love with this person. Like, how can you quickly fall in love to now another person? Like, I felt like,
and they're posting on IG, love of my life. I'm like,
you're like, wait, I was fully committed to you and your other
clearly
relationship.
Didn't follow you on IG beforehand because you just said that shit last week about somebody else.
We need reassurance. That's the thing. It's like if you're putting a relationship up on social media, like, and you guys break up, like, you need to let us know.
No, you're doing when you post your relationship and make that public news, we are all involved.
We are all involved.
I am invested in your love life. This is my reality TV.
Yeah.
Because when those pictures come down, I need answers.
And then there's a new guy with an arm that don't look like your ex.
Yeah. I'm like, who that now?
Answers. 1,000%. Like, how do you guys feel about posting, like, your relationships? Like, if you're in love with person, the girl, whatever, and like you are like, this is the person I'm going to be with, or just dating in general. Like, what are your thoughts on like the social media like game of it all?
I don't know. I think social media fucks everything up.
Yep.
Really? I feel like only guys say that.
No, I'm just, social media fucks everything up. It does.
So
it puts, like, once you put out your relationship out there and other people can see it, now other people are commenting, now other people are, like he said, involved in it. Now other people are looking at how you guys are as a unit and comparing it to themselves. Like it's just, social media is just, it's not good for it. I don't think so anyway. Yeah.
I just consider myself a very private person.
Yeah,
so I just feel like, especially when people do it early, like
that's just nuts.
Like for me, honestly, like unless like the woman I was with, she was just like, it really was a problem with her. Like, oh, why don't you post me? Why am I not on your Instagram? Things like that. Then I would do it. But I would also, again, communication. We would have to have a conversation a little bit about it. Like, is this an insecurity of yours where you think the reason why I'm not posting you is so I can talk to other females? Or do you just want to be seen?
Right.
And then it's just also like, well, what's so important about just being on my Instagram? Like, I mean, it sounds crazy when I feel like you hear that. Like,
what if it's just like they just want to feel claimed? Like they want to be like so like.
Yeah, but how about we get away from that and we see what I'm doing on a daily basis for you?
Exactly. Because like for me, like I don't know. And see, maybe that's the Virgo in me, where it's just like I always think people need to think the way I think, but I realize no one thinks the way I think.
Such a Virgo mindset.
It's such a Virgo mindset.
No, like,
and I'll be honest. There's accountability. I'm gonna take my accountability on that. Because to me, it's just it's wild to me because it's just like I don't need that validation. Like, oh well, she posted me on her IG, so I'm hers. It's like, oh, I know all her friends know about me. She's here right now. I'm here right now. Right. We got each other. I'm gonna trust you because I used to have trust issues, but now it's like I can't take because this girl did this wild shit that the new girl is gonna do the same thing. You can't.
Carry that.
Yeah, you can't carry that over. So it's just like, for me, it's like, I'm confident what we got is strong. Yeah. So for me, it's just like, because I use social media as a tool, and maybe that's the difference too. For me, social media is a tool. Like I hate social media for the most part. Too many distractions. You're always going to see something quote unquote better than what you have. Always, and you're always constantly comparing yourself to somebody else.
It's just a bunch of people's highlight reels. Like
for sure. I mean, honestly, like it's like
everyone's looking their best.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're never gonna post it like yourself looking miserable, and then when you are doing it, you're doing it for attention. Like
I was like, sometimes I hate the way I look at my snippets, but I'm doing it to promote the show. because I love what I do.
Yeah, it's a tool.
But you're doing
it's a tool. But it's a tool. You know what I mean? And like I've seen people where they post like, oh, I was depressed and crying and shit, and then like this is me now, and it's like. You doing that for validation?
Like.
You know what I'm saying? Like you physically recorded yourself crying, bro. Like,
yeah, that is kind of weird.
You know what I mean?
Nuts.
So it's just like honestly, like the idea of social media is amazing. Oh, we can keep in touch with friends, but at the end of the day, especially again out here in LA, like I feel everybody is a creative. Everyone's trying to make it in some sort of industry. And maybe that's why I think I found it easier on the East Coast because I feel like it was more 9 to 5 driven, where people actually were focused on having regular lives. Like, oh, you know, get married by a certain age, have kids. Where here it's like everyone wants to make it in whatever field they're doing, where social media plays a major part. So for me, it's like, I don't understand. Like, you being on there is just a way for you to validate yourself, for you to try to like get a little bit of clout, which kind of I find to be a little bit strange. Like, we could keep some things private. Like I always say, what I show on
because
Instagram.
like someone asked, because you're an actor, right? And I know that a lot of times, like being, you know, like an actor, a musician, like you're, especially as like a guy, like you're told to like not really post women because you want to look like
you want to look
available, like desirable. Like, does that ever play a part of like not posting girls sometimes?
I mean,
even if it's like a girlfriend, like even
honestly,
if it's like your
no.
sister.
I mean, for me,
know?
no, because I think for me it's more so I just like to keep some things private. Like I always find I laugh when people are like, "Oh, like you look like you're it's so lit, like you're doing this," and I'm like you see like 5% of my life on social media.
You don't
like,
know
you literally
nothing about what
I'm like, you dead
right
ass see
now.
like if that's the case, you just think I live in the gym. Like I mean, I go there a lot, but it's like you just fully think like I just live in the gym or I just live on a set. I'm like I just post what I know people want to see and what is going to be interesting, but I'm not about to post like me on the couch. Like, hey guys, watch this movie tonight. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just like to keep some things private. So for me, I see how it does play a little bit of a part. Like, oh, okay, you know, being an actor for sure. Like you know, a lot of them, you want to, I guess, promote this like I'm obtainable aspect. But for the most part, for me, it's just, I just rather keep that private. And things I keep private, that's the stuff that means the most to me.
I also just think, again, all of that is fake. You don't know what people are actually going through. Like me and him know a bunch of people that they'll be posting their significant others.
You took the words out of my mouth.
And then you talk to them and you're like,
they hate
and
them.
they hate each other. I think the ones that post each other
one of
the
the most famous photos I've seen in Hollywood on a red carpet is Will doing.
Yeah,
and they're the most
crazy.
toxic.
And
boy,
crazy.
And look how that turned out.
Woo! Yeah. And then the thing what he said about like people comparing each other in relationships is a very like real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you don't know what's going on.
No, I can't, bro. I
shit.
can't
like,
stand.
it's
I
nuts.
honestly, I cannot stand when I hear someone say, "I just want a relationship." Like well, everyone used to say. Everyone used to say it about Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you got my man crying at the Golden State game. No disrespect, Michael B. I love you. You're my favorite actor.
Love him. He's fine as hell.
Yeah.
He's a Jersey brother, so we stand strong. But like, I mean, it's one of those types of things. It's just like everyone's always like, I just want that, I want this. Like, you don't know what goes on in their house. You just see what they post.
You don't know what's going on ever.
You know what I mean? I could post that I'm happy all the time, and then I'd be the most miserable person on earth. Yeah. So that's why I just like, I don't know, the whole idea of social media. Sometimes I'm just like, it's too toxic, and that's why I'm like, I just rather keep it private.
I think it comes with age. I feel like when I was younger, I cared a little bit more.
Oh, for sure.
But I think as social media goes on, like we've all realized, like, yeah, it doesn't really mean shit. I think we've realized that, like, at least if you're old enough and like experienced it enough to know that like it's not all real. You know, I'm honestly, I didn't even like announce my boyfriend's name or like show a picture until like a year later.
Swear.
I was like, every guy I've dated, even my ex-boyfriend before, people were like, you had a boyfriend for a year? I was like, yeah, because I never like. It's just, you know, for me, it was like I loved him and it was such a private part of my life. However, I'm like, are they going to be here for a while? Like, am I going to really like post you on my feed like that?
But
you know?
I was just going to say, sometimes it's like a form of protection also.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like you guys start dating, you post them after a month, And then by month 3,
and again,
you guys
because
break
we
up.
all get, everyone else gets fucking like
everyone's
committed to
involved.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they're
now
like,
everyone's
wait, you're not
your
posting.
comments are like, oh, what's about your boyfriend? Like that. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, we actually broke up. Now you got to go about explaining all that.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you got to archive all those photos.
Oh, yeah. And
do
we
all that
noticed the
BS.
archive.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to notice the archive.
Men are quick to notice that, oh.
Bro, I literally was looking at someone's IG today.
What happened to him?
This morning, and I'm not even close with them.
Yeah.
I have no I've never even met the female. I'm just like, he hasn't posted his female in a while. Yeah, and then it's just like you start
It's
looking at
very
her
real.
page.
And you look at real
their page.
single, he going outside.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't even have an interest in girl. But it's just like, I was curious. I'm
just get
bored.
curious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just curious. What's going on in your life?
Now,
Yeah.
here's the
happened
thing,
there?
though. I will say, like, I'm not against posting my missus, but it's got to be the right
Did you say
intentions.
my missus?
Yeah, my
Aw.
missus, isn't
Oh,
it?
come on, he's British.
I know. I was
My
like, that's
missus.
sweet.
Yeah. I don't mind posting my missus, but it has to be, like, intentions have to be good behind it, and it
Yeah.
has to be, like, somewhat, like, natural.
Exactly. Like I remember
natural.
I posted my boyfriend and the thought wasn't like, oh my God, here's my announcement. It was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
oh, I
yeah.
love this picture of us. So
Yeah,
you post
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then
Type
I remember
shit.
people started going crazy. I was like, oh yeah, the internet, especially people that follow my show, haven't seen him. So
And see, I'll be honest, I used to get nervous about that kind of stuff. Like, oh my God, if I post a girl, like even a girl that's a friend, like you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, everyone's gonna think we're
Nah,
together.
I tell people all the
Yeah.
time, if you see a girl on my story, me and her are probably not fucking.
That's what, bro. That part.
We're probably
I had
not.
to. No,
Yeah.
I
We're
had to. I
probably
had
not
to tell
fucking.
other females that because they'd be like, oh well, like I assumed you were with what's their
Like,
names
no.
or that person. I'm like,
No.
if you see them on my
Absolutely
page, good chance. I have
That's my
nothing's
dog
ever
right
happened.
here. That me
Yeah,
10
because
toes down.
it's just like I know that person will be around.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
I'm fucking.
Impossible.
No, I would
They
never
can
post
switch
that.
up or
Yeah.
something happen, feelings
Impossible.
happen, and you gone forever.
Yeah,
But,
and then
like,
now you're on
I-
my feed. I gotta archive it. And people
Exactly,
ask
but I'm
questions.
like, but if I am gonna post, I do want it to be organic or
Yeah.
like,
Organic.
you know what I mean. I wouldn't want to have someone like, oh, why you didn't post me? But it's like, oh, we out have I don't even know going to a fair. I don't know, do something fun.
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh, this is a good picture. Like, yo, catch this or whatever.
Yeah, I think when it's like super real, it's gonna feel organic to post. Like it
sure.
shouldn't feel like so like this is the moment, you know? Because that's how it felt for me. I was like, oh yeah, this because I was at a wedding. We were at a wedding and like we looked nice, all
I was
dressed
just gonna
up.
say, you probably look good.
Yeah,
all
so I was like,
dapper.
oh, I love this picture of us. We'll post it. And I was like, oh yeah, wait, I haven't announced my boyfriend in like a year. So, but it's okay. Surprise. But yeah. Anyways, we're past an hour. This was such a great conversation.
This really was.
Y'all need to come back.
Oh no, I'm
That's
ready.
good. We'll
And
run it.
we'll just keep adding
do
on
next
guys to couch it and just like, you know,
I don't know.
and see.
This was fun.
No, this is a good. I feel like if there was 3 more, it would have been way too much.
We got,
Oh,
I gotta
yeah,
find,
no.
I gotta find, we can find some 1 or 2 other people I could bring through.
I want to
Okay.
come back. I definitely want to.
Yeah, you have to come back. I feel like you're really great on the show. Like you
Oh.
like are very open. You're not like
we-
holding anything back.
You just can't get too toxic.
I feel like we didn't
That
really
wasn't
touch on a lot.
toxic at all.
Yeah,
That was just
there was a
like-
lot of base layer today.
I'm thinking the other people that we can bring through, they can get very, very. It could get
Oh,
very
well,
toxic, very.
I'm okay with
Jesus.
like one toxic person because
mean,
I
I
know
think you
how
need a
to. I
little
know how to
toxicity.
like
Huh?
I think
handle
you need
that.
a little toxicity.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like
I'm
honestly,
okay
I
with
feel like
toxic
I could have
people.
got a little toxic. I didn't even get. I didn't
You
get a chance to
guys
get
don't
deep.
know this guy.
I didn't get a chance to get that deep.
He can get very toxic.
could've
We
got
could
a
all
little
be
deep.
toxic. I
Like
think there's a little
I
bit
was
of
taking
that.
advantage the fact that it was broke girl therapy, and it was just therapy for free.
Therapy's too expensive.
Right? That shit.
Therapy is expensive. That's
Hell
why I
yeah,
don't
bro.
do it. Well, that's one of the reasons I don't do it.
Yeah,
That shit expensive as hell.
so expensive, even with like a copay sometimes.
Yep, just
Insurance and everything. Yeah,
that's why you
Yeah.
got to live with your problems.
Yeah,
got to handle it. Innit?
Yep.
or
pray.
start a podcast.
You said pray.
Pray.
Is that why you started the podcast? Because you need therapy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had
swear
like a
down.
lot. I
There it
could
is.
not like get a guy to fall in love with me. I could get them to have sex with me because guys are easy.
See, you're
But I was
dope as
like, why
fuck.
can't
That
they
is
go?
funny. Say that one more time.
I could get them to have sex with me, but because guys are easy as fuck.
That's hilarious.
And then, but then I'm like, why don't they love me? And it's like, well, all you're just giving them is sex. You're not like being vulnerable stuff. And I think I used to have an issue with being vulnerable.
Let's run back episode 2 right now.
What?
Let's just get into it.
Oh my God, that the quality and everything was horrible. But yeah, if you want to see my toxic self, go back 2017, 16.
Oh, we could. Oh my god. No, but seriously, that's all. That's really all men want. It's just something real. Be vulnerable to an extent.
And it's hard to find something real. And so that's why dating is difficult. Because like it should be very simple, but you know, like depending on who you're dating and talking to, they bring out a certain side of you, and sometimes it's not always real.
Yeah.
So, anyways, plug yourselves and your Instagrams. Where can they find you?
Well, you go first, man.
All right. Well, Tyler Prince, you can find me at T_Prince15 on all social media.
And then just Mr_Oceantola, OCEANTOLA.
What's your Spotify?
My Spotify. I'm not an artist.
Do you have like, you're
I
not
don't
an
have like an
artist?
artist profile, no.
Okay.
I'm just a producer and a musician.
Okay.
I guess
Best there
some producers do have their own Spotify artist page.
I sing.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do actually.
Collab.
But why did you laugh when you said that?
Because
like you weren't
I
confident
said
in
it very straight up. Like I sing. I'm like, okay, I haven't sang in a while, but that was like my first love.
You can
Before my
actually sing.
podcast, I used to just love to sing and write songs because that was like the way to like express myself.
Do you actually sing, or are you just saying that?
Yeah.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah, I have like some music out, but I mean, I don't know.
Wait, what? You have music out?
Listening party after this.
Wait, why am I just finding about this out just now?
It's because it's like, not that I was, well, I don't know. It's just the quality was okay. Okay, it was with my ex-boyfriend, and he like decided to turn Muslim, and so it never really was like as mastered the way that I would.
Wait, what?
It never was like mixed and mastered the way that I wanted it to be.
Because he turned Muslim?
Because he was
Yeah,
Muslim.
because he gave up music.
Yeah. Muslims cannot produce. You didn't know that. Don't get a Muslim engineer, apparently.
Well, not all Muslims, sorry.
Look at the
But it's
cat.
because he was transitioning into like a new religion, and he just was like,
Okay,
just
Muhammad
quit
Ali. I
music.
see.
It was like finding himself.
Okay.
It was a moment. But he made my theme song.
Did he change his name?
Oh, swear
Yeah.
down.
Oh, I was actually being an asshole.
He changed it to X.
No, bullshit.
No, he didn't.
Dead ass.
No, he did not.
Dead ass.
Swear.
Dead ass.
Ah, come on.
Was he light skinned?
Yeah.
Oh, just throw some glasses on the nigga and he thinks he's a reincarnate. I feel you.
Come on.
Like he's
Damn.
he's one of those. But anyways,
Damn.
follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to procotherapy.com. All that shit is there. Love you guys. Thank you for coming on to pod.
On to pod.
Deuces. On to pod.
Not to put.
Sorry. Growth therapy.